first. Yeah, man, I'm just like kind of freaking out over this morning. Hey, everybody. This troll, this Ted Bundy troll, who's been running around for a while, okay? He threatened me in Brian's comments one day about gutting me in an alley. Remember, I came into Laura's live and started laughing and said, hey, yeah, but that's just it, K-Smalls. You can't go on what Brian says. That's not fair. That's not fair. Whoever that troll is, good morning, Susie Q. Whoever that troll is needs to be reported. But you can't go on what Brian says. Have you heard the things Brian has said about children? One child in particular? Scroll my videos, Miss Smalls. Check it out. Brian has been calling Ben Ted Bundy because, well, Ben kind of does favor, no offense, Ben, but physically he does kind of favor Ted Bundy. But for UK to go on a freaking live stream and title it Ben, 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 I mean, you know, that same Ted Bundy troll said something about Laura's kids. And I don't think that Ben would say anything about Laura's kids. No matter how upset he was at Laura, I don't think he would. Yeah, he did do the same shit on Facebook. I don't know if Ted Bundy is Brian either. I don't know who Ted Bundy is. Threatened me under Brian's comments, and Brian didn't have a problem with it. Yeah, but that Kay, after you can't unring a bell, man. You know, that's the whole thing. You can't unring a bell. I don't know who the troll is, but it's just like people accusing each other of being those freaking sarcasm trolls. You know, whoever it is disgusting and vile. But let's not forget, Brian had a whole lot to say about Laura putting her daughter on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you started the rumor, K-Smalls, that Molly was Laura's mom or Laura's relative. I mean, that was just, of course, everybody thought it was ridiculous, so nobody paid any attention to it. But it's still, you know, speaking of bells, listen, the church bells. No, I don't believe Ben goes after kids. Now, has he said some things about, some vulgar things about Marianne? Yes, he has. And I told Ben, that's freaking wrong. No, I don't care about... I don't care for Marianne. Me and Mandy aren't the best of friends. But some of the things Ben has said has been vile. And I've told Ben that. But to just go on a live stream on a Sunday morning, I know you were upset, K-Smalls. I'm upset. You know, I tried to tell Brian in his comments, this isn't Ben, man. This same troll threatened me in your comments. This same troll has gone after Laura's daughter. You know, I'm sorry, but Brian should think twice before he puts his daughter's pictures on YouTube where there's hundreds of thousands and millions of freaking creeps out there. I'm not blaming K Smalls for all of this. Yeah, I put it in my title to prove a point, and I can change the title as soon as I hang up here. But you can't unring a bell, man. When you go saying shit like that, that gets around. And then the next thing you know, it falls into somebody's lap like, say, Vinny G. Because God knows Vinny G and Ben have had their, their problems. So the next thing you know, it's going to be all over Vinny's freaking thing, all over, Kiki Ramblings and Marianne and whoever. You want to see what Brian says about kids? Go watch my videos, K Smalls. Nobody has a problem with what Brian said about Braden. Oh, well, he was just responding to people picking on him. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like I said, you can't unring a damn bell. Once you put it out there that troll account belongs to somebody, then that's going to stick. I have reported the Ted Bundy account, and I blocked it. Just like I do those damn sarcasm accounts. I report them, and then I block them. But Brian didn't say a word when that Ted Bundy account was in there threatening me. No, I'm not a child. Brian had no right to say that was Ben. He doesn't know that's Ben. He doesn't like it when he gets accused of things he didn't do. Nobody does. But the things I put up about Brian are true. Those screenshots you see him talking about Braden, he said those things. Those weren't made up screenshots. Donna Marie, I never have any idea what you're talking about. You throw up a cigarette and a peace sign. I never know what the hell you're talking about. He did say those things, Trisha. You know he did. Hundreds of people on YouTube saw him say those things. They were said on Facebook, but they saw him. But you know what? Everybody gets over what Brian does. Everybody, oh, it's just Brian. Oh, dainty girl, Goyle, whatever. Brian posted that Ben is supposedly this. Yeah, he always gets a free pass. Brian posted this community post that Ben is supposedly this troll called Ted Bundy. Now, we all know who refers to Ted, who makes the connection between Ben and Ted Bundy, and it's Brian. Yeah, he called Justin Katz a sex offender with no proof at all that Justin Katz has any history of being a sex offender. But hey, Brian gets a free pass because, well, it's Brian. I don't know, some ugly troll called Ted Bundy, who's been around for a while now, who's threatened me in Brian's live, who's said horrible things about Laura's daughter. But then, people run with it because Brian said it. Like I said, Brian doesn't like to be accused of shit without proof. And I'm not just defending Ben. Brian has said shit about me that is totally not true. But then you post pictures of your daughters, which are beautiful. They're gorgeous little girls. But you post those pictures on YouTube, any creep in the world could look at those pictures and say something nasty. Like I said, I'm not staying on long. When I saw Kay's live stream, I was like, oh, hell to the no. This is not right. Brian didn't show 1 ounce of proof that that account belongs to Ben. If he did, I'd be the first one to go to Ben and say, you know, you're fucked in the head, buddy. I don't have better scenery. I'm not turning it on me, I can tell you that right now. It's Sunday morning, I'm still in my pajamas. Point it up to the sky. You want to see the sky? I can't, man. That'll blind you. There's the fence. I can't really see shit. There's a trampoline. You want to see a trampoline? No, I'm not jumping on it. But the wires are in the way of that. How about the fence? Want to see the fence? I could bring the dogs out. Y'all could look at the dogs. Like I said, I'm not staying on long anyways. My whole point was to prove a point to Kay Smalls. It sucks to have your name put in a live stream title. He always says I'm drunk. And Brian always says I'm drunk. I mean, that's his thing. He compares me to, I think he compares me to Ron White or some shit. I don't care what Brian says about me. I agree, Whiskey Gypsy. That should be reported. That troll account should be reported. Nobody should go around saying shit like that about kids. And I did report it. I reported it when it threatened me and Laura's daughter. And then I blocked it. But, you know, Ben gets enough grief out here, and some of it he deserves. Some of it is well-deserved grief. But to say that he's a troll that would say something about a little girl like that, that's just wrong. That's just, you know, that's a big accusation. All this other shit Brian does when it comes to Ben, who gives a shit, man? It's tit for tat garbage. But to say that Ben would say something like that, it's just wrong. Without proof. I think it's wrong. I don't care what Brian says about me. I know me. You know? I know who I am. I know what I've done. I'm not perfect, never claimed to be, never will be. I make mistakes every single day. As soon as my feet hit the floor, I make a mistake. But, you know, I just don't think it's fair to go pointing, good morning, Ems. I just don't think it's fair to go pointing fingers about troll accounts when you don't have any damn proof. You know, I don't like it. You know, that same troll account threatened me in Brian's comments. Brian didn't care about that. When that troll account said he was going to gut me in a dark alley, Brian didn't care that Ted Bundy said that. Brian didn't, you know, Brian probably got a ha-ha out of that one. But I wish I had a better scenery for you all. I'm in the backyard at my brother's in Indiana. So yeah, I'm doxing myself. There you go, y'all. You know, like I said, Ben has said some creepy shit, and I've told Ben so. You know, I didn't like Ben's comment that he made about Vinny G. He did apologize, but Vinny G has said some raunchy shit about Ben too. Thank you, Lennon. I didn't take it as serious. As a matter of fact, I went into Laura's stream. Dainty, they're saying that Ben is the Ted Bundy troll account, and that he went under one of those pictures of Brian's daughters and said one of the pictures is of his little girl sleeping. And supposedly this troll account said, I don't know, something about easier to gut them. That's the same thing he said about me, except he said he was going to do it in an alley. I know, Donna Marie, Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there. There was a time when that was true. But, not really. Oh, God, how many videos will spawn from that? But, yes, M's. No pH unbalance here, just a PhD. And that was all in fun, too. I hope nobody took that serious. That was just a fun stream. You know, to diagnose all the YouTube people. I have some of those diseases myself, you know, lurkatitis, I have that. I might even have itchy bitchy butt, I don't know. I don't think I have itchy bitchy though, because I don't pull shit out of my ass. But when I saw Kay Smalls was live, I was like, oh, hell to the no. I mean, her title alone was Ben, Ben, Ben. I was like, wait a minute. No, Ems, you don't have all of them. You would be in a mental ward if you had them all. You're right, Puss in Boots. But Brian has said some messed up stuff, too. But for whatever reason, Brian gets a free pass on everything. People say, well, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with everything that Brian says, but I still like him. I still support him. Well, okay. Then why can't people feel the same way about Ben? How come people can't feel the same way about Ben? Brian says he keeps people in his attic and shit, man. Come on. You know, how come, you know, people can't say, well, I don't agree with everything Ben says, but I still support him. I've seen the good side of Ben, too. I've seen the good side of Brian. Well, of course he's live. Of course he is, Susie. Of course he is. Of course Brian's live. I don't care. I really don't care. You know? But Kay Small says when it comes to what people say about children that she gets involved. Well, Kay, maybe you ought to do a little research on the things Brian has said about Braden Ferguson. Yes, you're right, Whiskey. We do need to come together when it comes to vile trolls, and we need to report them, block them, and don't give them the attention that they crave. Give a dog a bone. Yes, you did ask me for proof about one of my videos. But see, one of my videos, it's up to the accuser to prove. And the accuser in that situation is Kiki Ramblings. And she's yet to come forward with her proof that Laura sent her such a vile email. Another rumor out there with no proof whatsoever. So yeah, you're right, Give a Dog a Bone. You did say something to me about proof. And I come to it is my opinion that there is no such email. Because if someone sent me an email about my child that Kiki claims Laura did, then I would have involved law enforcement and I would have shut my mouth when it comes to Laura. Number one, Laura's not stupid enough to send an email in her name, nor would she threaten a child. Just like I don't feel like Ben would. But hey, everybody ran with it. Everybody, poor Kiki, poor Kiki. Laura sent a bad email, poor Kiki. Not an ounce of fucking proof. The email hasn't been seen. And I feel like if it really happened, if the email was... All right, guys, can you hear me? It was saying my phone was overheating. I was sitting out in the sun. Well, I'm glad that K Smalls gave Ben a really nice apology. And I understand that K Smalls went live stream upset. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Like I said, I'm glad that Kay gave, and I will change the name of my live stream. I will take K Small's name out of the title because that's only right. But when I saw what Kay was doing, I was like, oh, hail to the no. Look at that little bitty baby rake. I don't know what that... But when I saw what Kay was doing, I was like, oh, hail to the no. Yeah, that's right. You can't unring a bell, Marty. Oh, I'll definitely change my title. Because, you know, that's the right thing to do. I don't care what people think about me. I always do try to do the right thing. I don't always do the right thing, but I try. And I will definitely change my title. I gotta go back out here and get my cigarettes. Watch my phone overheat again. But I will take K Small's name out of the title because, well, it's the right thing to do. But you can't unring these bells. And for Brian to go around saying that that's Ben without any proof whatsoever is just not right. You know? It's the same as those damn disgusting sarcasm accounts. So many people have gotten the blame for those sarcasm accounts. And it's just not right. No, he accuses Ben of everything. You know, he accuses Ben of holding women hostage in his attic. Come on, dude. And everybody that knows me knows that Ben gets no breaks when it comes to me. None. If Ben does something vile and creepy, I'm the first one to say, Ben, that is fucked up. When Ben comes into Laura's live stream and starts in on one particular person, Ben, stop it. Oh, what he did to Justin Katz, and he lies about the way it unfolded. He totally lies about the way the Justin Katz thing unfolded. Did Justin do vile videos? Yes, he did. But that thing did not start the way that Brian's telling everybody. Justin went into Brian's comments and said something, and that sent Brian over the edge. Did anybody hear the email that Brian sent to Justin about his mother? It was disgusting. But don't say a word about Brian's mother because she's deceased. You know, can't say nothing about Brian's mother because she's passed away. Well, so is mine, and so is many of others here on YouTube. Give a dog a bone. Ben has been okay since well, I don't know if he stopped drinking or not, but I know that his live streams have been, you know, pretty much just Ben laying around, listening to music, and shooting the shit with people. You know, if you don't want Ben's attention, then don't give him any. That's how I feel about everybody. If you don't want somebody's attention, then don't give them none. I've told Ben a dozen times, man, what you said was wrong. I don't like Marianne, but the things he said about Marianne was wrong. Do I think Marianne played a part in sending Ben over the edge? Yeah, I do. But it's Ben's responsibility to not go over that edge. Yeah, when he was pissed off at Republican Ash and told her to go play with her pussy, as Lindy would say. But hey, he gets a free pass. Hey, Red Dragon. Brian always gets a free pass on everything. On everything. Just like his post he put up about Steve. And Steve being an ornery old man. Well, really, Brian? Because I was able to go through one stream and take 5 screenshots of nasty shit you said. How about the comment, nothing wrong with the little pussy? Never heard Steve talk like that. But he wants to do a community post about Steve being an ornery old man. Okay. And then include me and Puss in Boots in his damn comment thing. Well, it came from your live stream. Okay. Well, block out our names. We didn't have anything to do with this post. Why are you using our names? I've never had any problems with Steve. Oh, I don't care that Steve flirts a little bit. That's who he is. I don't care that Brian's in a stream saying nothing wrong with the little pussy. But don't call Steve out for being ornery. Brian says he's trying, but I don't, like I said, Brian extends that olive branch, then he beats you over the damn head with it. And I don't, sorry. Sorry. Brian goes into on these panels and he talks about me with Pink and that's cool. If that's all they got to talk about is me, that's cool. I don't care. But, Brian gets a free pass on everything. Everything he does. Brian says, stop the drama. We're over the drama. He's right in the middle of the damn drama. Hey, Crazy Nurse Granny. Look at the way he yelled at Crazy Nurse Granny when she came into his live stream one day. Because she had an opinion about something. Or maybe it was his comments. Because she had an opinion about something that Brian didn't like. So what's he do? He screams at Crazy Nurse Granny. Guess what? Crazy Nurse Granny's probably put shit out there that I don't like. I don't feel the need to scream at her about it. Me and Brian go way back, man. We're talking 12 years or more. We go back. And we stand on the different ends of a case, of the Darlie Routier case. And I know it's probably getting to him that... I know he does, Crazy Nurse Granny. And maybe that's because at one time he had respect for you and it hurt his feelings that you disagreed with him. I don't know. Yes, Brian can dish it out, but he can't take it. He can't take it. He can say anything he wants about somebody, but if somebody comes back at him, boom, video. Exactly, Puss in Boots, but Brian's got to make a big deal about it because he's got a hard-on for Steve. Because Steve comes into these live streams and he gets along with everybody, and Brian's got a problem with it. Oh, I don't even know who's behind Dreama Coltrane, but he's been lying about her for years. Dreama don't even like me. I mean, hell, she had me blocked forever. But that's cool too, I just don't understand why Brian gets free passes. He can say something about Laura having her daughter on YouTube, and that once you put your kids on YouTube, they're free. They're open. They're open to anything that gets said. And what was said about his daughter was disgusting. I totally agree. The only reason people tolerate Brian is because him and Laura are into it. If him and Laura were still friends, Brian would be on the outs with all of them. With Marianne, with all of them. Brian would be on the outs. We all know that. If you support Laura in any way, then, you know, then you're on this side. If you don't support Laura, then you're on that side. They created the sides, not us. Because there's a lot of people that don't support Laura that I like. But I'm not on that side. You know? Just like he goes on there and says that people blame him for what his son did. Nope. People don't blame you, Brian, for what your son did. People blame you for your behavior, not Luke's. Yep, it's just a place for Laura's gang stalkers, yeah. There's several of those rooms. And, you know, it's just like our live stream the other night about YouTube disorders. It was all in fun, but it obviously got under some people's skins. Some of them even made game names out of it. Somebody was Itchy Butt Syndrome or something in one of the games that they were playing the other night at Artria's or whatever. So it, you know, it obviously applied to someone. I agree, K. Smalls. And as soon as this live stream ends, I will remove your name from the title. And I know you just reacted. But by the same token, you said something in your live stream that really caught my attention. And you said, anybody that goes after kids, I have a problem with. Well, Brian has gone after a child. But nobody has a problem with it, because Brian lies. Yes, I will remove your name, Kay. Brian has been known to make accounts and argue with himself. Dreama Krupp is a perfect example. He created an account of Dreama and had cyber sex with a senile old man. Why? Because he was upset that the senile old man supported Darlie Routier. That Ted Bundy is still leaving comments on Brian's pics while Ben is live. Okay, then that should tell Brian that it's not Ben. And Brian should apologize to Ben. Doesn't mean he has to like Ben. Doesn't mean he has to be Ben's friend. Exactly, Laura. Nobody has a problem when it comes to someone saying shit about your kids. I'm not saying no one. I'm not referring to Kay Smalls or anybody like that. And Kay did say she would have spoken up if she saw what was said about your kids. I did hear Kay say that. Which is exactly why I will remove Kay's name from this live stream. But again, Kay reacted and then I reacted. But my biggest beef is with Brian, because that same troll account said they would gut me in an alley. Brian didn't have a problem with it. I think he might have even liked it or hearted it or something. I heard Kay say that. That, you know, if it would have been about Laura's kids, she would have had something to say too. And that's cool. You know, if we're going to defend kids, and I'm all about defending kids, then we got to defend all the kids. I agree. Kids should be off limits. I totally agree, Kay Smalls. Brian goes so far as to contact my kid through Messenger. He goes so far as to tell people he's his friend on Facebook. I just spent a lot of time with my son, and I asked him, please God, tell me you are not his friend on Facebook. And my son said, Mom, he messaged me once, we spoke, that's back when I was using, I was upset with you because you wouldn't give me money, and haven't spoke to him since. I was like, I didn't think so, son. But Brian contacted my kid. My kid didn't reach out to Brian, trust me. I've never contacted one of Brian's family members. I've never reached out to one of his children. But Brian felt the need to reach out to mine. Because, well, that's Brian. I was a single parent too, Crazy Nurse Granny. And although I didn't have social media, there wasn't, YouTube, or there might have been YouTube. Hell, I don't remember. I was a single mom. We were lucky if we could afford cable, me and Chance, my son. But we did all right, And I applaud anybody who is busting their ass to raise their kids. I know strippers that have stripped to send their kids to college. I can't fault them for that. I can't fault them for that. Yeah. I mean, imagine if people really believe that troll account is Ben. How much grief Ben is going to catch. Ben brings enough grief on himself. He doesn't need this shit. And if Brian would have said it was anybody, I would have done the same thing. Brian, you don't have any proof of this. This is wrong. And I said it before. I personally would not post my underage children's pictures on YouTube. There's a lot of freaking creeps out there. I wouldn't do it. Brian can do whatever he wants. I had somebody message me the other day, and they said, "What is wrong with Brian and his girls?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't think anything." And they said, "Well, I heard that people were PayPaling him so he could get snacks for his little girls." And I was like, "Well, I'm sure they're just PayPaling him, and saying give the money to the little girls. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. But if you're going to use your kids to get money, then you're going to draw creeps. That's all there is. I'm sorry. I hate that it happens. But if you're going to use your kids to get PayPal money, then freaking creeps are going to show up. I mean, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the internet. Brian's not stupid. He knows this stuff. He knows there's creeps out there. Laura's kids love their mother. So for all these people out there saying, "Oh my God, that kid was hungry and Laura blew him off." Well, that kid is also 13, 14 years old and can cook for themselves. Because I'm sure that with being a single mom, you've taught your kids how to open a can of soup and how to turn a stove on. I know at 13 or 14, my son could because I had to work. Hell, there were times when I showed up that my kid had dinner ready. So might not have been anything elaborate, but it was dinner and he tried. Give a dog a bone, I'd love to strip. Years ago, I could have stripped. Nah, today, not so much. I wouldn't even go to the nude beach in Florida. Just, not only do I not want to see, I don't want people to see me nude. I don't really care to see them nude. I hear you, Susie Q. People would throw me, "Hey, that's an idea." I agree too, Whiskey Gypsy. Mad respect, no matter whose kid. I totally agree. I thought the comment that was left was disgusting. But I think it's disgusting that Brian would go on social media and make people believe it's Ben. So see, Mike and Cheese's kids can order takeout. Trust me, my kid could order a pizza at 12 or 13 too. I would call him from work and say, "Hey, I'm on my way. Order a pizza." But Laura's kid can pop into her little studio and say, "Mom, I'm hungry." And Laura can say, "Well, go fix you something." And oh my God, she's the worst mother. She is the worst mother. Because she told her preteen or teenager to go fix their own damn sandwich. Hey, Val. Yeah. He says I have him blocked. I don't believe I do. I don't believe I do. My block list is very small. So I don't believe I have him blocked. But if I do, there's a good reason for it, so. I bet he's over there probably cussing up a storm about me. I don't care. Exactly. Teens are always hungry. I had one. And it was hard for me, you know, and I had a good job. You know, I went to work in the casino business when my son was, what was the year my mom passed away? So my son was 9, maybe 10. And I made good money. But I still struggled at times, you know. You know, I made more money and the bills got bigger. I got a nicer car. I had a bigger car payment. I had more, you know, a bigger insurance payment. You know, I moved into a nicer home. I had a nicer, you know, a nicer payment. That's how it goes. I don't know how that works, Give a Dog a Bone. I reported the comment that the Ted Bundy troll left on Brian's daughter's picture. I reported it. I reported him a long time ago, that particular troll, when he said he would gut me in a dark alley under Brian's video about me. And it got all kinds of thumbs up. So I guess there's a lot of people that like to see me gutted in a... Laura, why would people care about your kids when you don't? Somebody get rid of Mushroom Head. You're just a bitch. You're a Sunday morning bitch head. You fucking dick. You're a fucking troll dick. No problem, Ben. Like I said, you bring enough grief on yourself, but when I don't believe it's right, then I don't believe it's right. I can't give out wrenches until I go off the live stream. The people that have wrenches obviously aren't in here. But let Mushroom Head talk, because they just look like the dick cunt that they are. Or they said, why would people care about your kid when you don't? It's just a dick. It's just a dick. Of course. Yeah, I know, Ben, and I'm going to take her name off this, off of this stream. Yeah. Mushroom Head is a Sunday morning bitch who can't even show their fucking face. That's a bitch. Probably lives a bitch life. Probably sitting around on welfare somewhere. Well, Whiskey, I'm only going by what, you know, the thumbs up. I don't know who hit thumbs up on that comment, and it's okay. We're not talking about me. We're talking about this horrible troll that said something horrible about Brian's children, and the same horrible troll said something about me under Brian's videos about gutting me in an alley, and it wasn't removed. Brian didn't say anything. It got hearted. It got thumbs up. Whatever. Maybe it didn't get hearted, but it got thumbs up. And nothing was said. The same troll came at me in my live stream, in my comments. Butterfly sins. Laura, you probably have her blocked because you can't handle the truth. Okay, let's just let all these fucking trolls come in. Butterfly sins. Can't handle the truth. Well, here's a truth, Butterfly Sins. You're not fucking welcome here, you fucking creep. So get the fuck up out of here. Go play in your own fucking live streams, okay? You fucking worthless hag. Go play in your own live stream, you fucking worthless piece of shit. Oh, that's right. You won't do a live stream because you don't want anybody to see your face or know your voice. You fucking worthless garbage. How about that? How's that feel? How's that truth for you? Butterfly Sins. Like a butterfly could ever cause a sin. You damn idiot. Butterflies are God's creatures. He does do that stuff all the time, Ben. You're right. He makes troll accounts to harass himself and then whines and cries about it. He sure does. It's been proven. He's even admitted to Dreama. Like I said, he made a troll account to have cyber sex with the senile old man because he donated money to Darlie Routier's defense fund. It's okay, Tum Tum. Puss in Boots is on edge a little bit when it comes to Brian because, well, he put up a community post that's bullshit and used Puss in Boots' name. Because he doesn't care. He doesn't care whose name he throws out there. I do think it's a natural gift. I've always had that gift, though. And like I said, I will take K Small's name off of this as soon as I end this stream, which won't be long. Because she did apologize and she was just reacting. Just like when I saw her stream, I reacted. But she did say in her stream that she has a problem with anybody who goes after children. Well, maybe K Smalls should look and see what Brian said about Braden Ferguson. Good, go live, Laura. My phone's going dead, so. Well, it overheated out there in the sun. But. Like I said, Tum Tum, Puss in Boots is just on edge when it comes to. Yes, exactly. Rip, Braden. That little boy didn't deserve any of that. Brian could have come back and fought those people that were going after him with full force without ever mentioning Braden's name. But when you go after Brian, Brian goes low. Low. And children are included. So, I don't have a problem with K Smalls. I don't have a problem with Smalls. I saw her live stream, and it was titled Ben, 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 and it was talking about that troll. So she reacted, and I reacted, and my reaction was like, oh, hell no. I can throw a live stream up with K Small's name and tell her how wrong it is to go on accusing people of something without any fucking proof. Ben, I hope if you do make troll accounts that you say something, you know, you use a name like, you know, Skittle Docs or something. Go eat you something, Susie Q. I have anybody who's right back, Ben. When you misbehaved, did I not fucking give you a bunch of shit? When you misbehaved, did I not give you a bunch of shit? I wish that baby was never mentioned ever, too, give a dog a bone. But Brian did that. Because people were making fun of his living children, talking about how he cuts their hair with a knife or whatever. And there was a horrible Facebook group that was created for nothing but to razz Brian. But it wasn't created by that baby. That baby did nothing. I don't know if anybody told him that Ted Bundy was posting while Ben was over here or while Ben was live. I don't think Brian cares. Yeah, he blamed me for it. And he knows, and Trisha, and he knows damn well I got thrown out of that Facebook group because I was defending his dumb ass. Across the board, people can only take so much. I agree, Whiskey. I totally agree. I got thrown out of that Facebook group that was going after Brian for defending his stupid ass. I went into Molly Golightly's one day and defended Brian because I try to do what's right. Do I like Brian? Nope. Have me and Brian been civil in the past? Yep. Have we had some decent conversations? Sure have. But every time, I hadn't been on YouTube in years, and the first time I click on YouTube, it's a video of him and his wife, Nicole, in the screen screaming at me and another girl named Tracy. Screaming about my cancer, where Nicole screams, "And you're going to lose your hair." And I thought, really? Damn. What have I ever done to you, Nicole? Never, nothing. I never said anything ill about his wife, ever. Whiskey didn't say it was you, Ben. And Kay apologized. Like I said, Kay went off reaction. She immediately believed what Brian was saying, and she went off her reaction. And I did the same thing. I was like, oh, hell to the no. I'll go live and... But I think Laura's going to go live, and I'm going to get off here. I got to feed some puppies. But best thing everybody can do is just ignore Brian's accusation at this point until he can prove it's Ben. Everybody ask Brian for proof. Brian always says he has all this proof. Like he says he has proof of me saying something about his deceased mother. That's a lie. All I did was tell a troll account that was Brian to play a song. A song that happened to be played at Brian's mother's wake or whatever. A song that I happen to love and jam to all the time. But he lies. He says it was, the same time that he told me that he hoped cancer ate me from the pussy up. I guess he doesn't know where your colon is. I don't know. But hey, Brian can say that kind of thing because it's Brian. Brian gets a free pass. Yeah, went on Facebook and said he hoped that my cancer ate me from the pussy up. I was like, dude, do you even know where your colon is, you dumbass? But he says he did that because of something I said about his deceased mom. And that's a lie. Another lie. And I got proof. Well, then prove it. Nobody ever asked Brian for proof. Oh, God, if you call him lying anything, he's going to think you were part of that freaking page. Yeah, he said that. He told me he hoped my cancer ate me from the pussy up. And then said it's because I said something about his dead mom. I was like, that's a lie. I didn't even know I had cancer. His mom died in, 2013 or something, he says. I didn't even know I had cancer until 2017, 2016, the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. Brian always lies. Did I stress over the fact that Brian said that about me? No. No, I didn't. It was vile. And he'd have probably pissed on my grave had I died from the cancer. Who knows? He'd have probably rode his bicycle all the way to my burial in Indiana. I'm sure that's where I'll be buried. That's my home. Yeah, he posted it on Facebook. But then Brian always has a but. I said this, but. I said this, but. But nobody ever makes him prove his buts. I just went into low battery mode, so I am going to have to get off here. I hope everybody has a lovely, lovely Sunday. I will remove K Small's name from the title. She seems to have worked things out with Ben. Cool. And that's my only point, is we can't go around accusing people of this shit when we don't know. You know, when that Ted Bundy thing came at me, I never said it was Brian. I never accused Brian of it. I never once said, oh, that Ted Bundy account is Brian, because, you know, it went at me. I never did that, because I don't have a clue who it is. Yeah. But, alright guys, I think Laura said she's going to go live. It's a beautiful day. I've got to feed the puppies. So, I'll be around. Happy Sunday to you, Whiskey Gypsy. I think we can all agree that some of us just are not going to get along, and that's okay. It's a big old world out there. But you have a good day, Whiskey. And, yep. Facts before assumptions. You got it, Sarah. You got it, Sarah. Didn't Brian say he was going to ride over and do something to you, Sarah? Or didn't he mention you in a comment? I don't think he's ever laid a hand on Sarah, to the best of my knowledge. Because I got a feeling Sarah would take care of business. But hey, it's Brian. Let's all give Brian a free pass for his bullshit, because it's Brian. Yeah, I think Ben can be ruled out as the damn Ted Bundy thing. The Ted Bundy thing's over there posting while Ben is live. Come on. So the right thing would be to do for Brian to retract it. Bet he don't. Bet he don't. I bet he doesn't retract that. But I wouldn't expect him to do the right thing anyways. But, you're not a POS. Nobody's a POS. Come on. Alright, guys. Like I said, I'm getting off here. Laura said something about going live. I'm going to feed the puppies. I agree. Nobody should be allowed to use the name Ted Bundy. That troll account should have been wiped out a long time ago. But, hey, Baby Blues, you know, like I said, that same troll account threatened to gut me in a dark alley underneath one of Brian's videos. And it got all kinds of thumbs up, and nobody had a problem with it. Now, all of a sudden, this horrible freaking account says something horrible about Brian's kids. And, oh, it's Ben. Nope, you don't get to do that. You have a good day, too, Samara. Getting off here. I'll see you all probably on Laura's live, or I'll see you all around. Bye.